Well, good morning and welcome everyone to Roslyn Hill Chapel, a spiritual home for open minds. I'm Reverend Kate Dean. Whoever you are and however you are this morning, there is a place for you here, and we are so pleased that you have chosen to join us. To take part fully in this service today, please have your 3 pieces of paper and a pen to hand, or you can just do the New Year's ritual using your mind. Due to the new government guidelines and increasing COVID cases, we have decided to bring you services from home for the next few weeks. So welcome back to the Minister's Study. On this first Sunday of the year, I want to take this opportunity to thank you all for sticking with us and supporting us in the past few months while we've been doing these online services. I also thank our staff, Angela Dobson, Shana Begum, John Evans, Nathan Mercieka, and the chair of our board of trustees, Alison Bybee, for all of their hard work throughout. And last but not least, all of those volunteers working in the background to support our spiritual community. You know who you are, and you have my heartfelt thanks. If you are on our mailing list, you'll have noticed that we have a membership service coming up on the 24th of January. This is an opportunity for us to officially welcome those people who have become registered chapel members in the past year or so. In this special service, we'll get to know these members a little better and have a chance to celebrate our community and what it means to us. We are an independent organisation where our members make the decisions about the chapel's future. So if you're interested in calling our chapel your spiritual home, please find out more about becoming a member. You can do this by visiting our website. In the About Us section, you'll find the Be a Member page, or you can contact me directly to discuss membership. Please use the email minister@roslynhillchapel.org.uk. Before we begin our service today, a reminder to please join us for tea and conversation in the virtual side aisle at midday. I think now more than ever, it's important to maintain those connections and see each other's friendly faces. So please do come along for this casual social hour. The Zoom link is in our weekly update email, and you can also join via landline. You can sign up for these notices emails via our website for more information on all of our activities, including our choir and our soul deep spiritual discussions on Tuesday evenings. We are an independent registered charity, and we rely on your contributions to continue our work. You can donate via the Just Giving page or by using the donate button on our website. And thank you for the many ways that you already contribute to our spiritual community. We light our chalice today, the symbol of our liberal religious faith, in fellowship with all of those who marked the COVID Memorial Day on the 1st of January. In memory of all those who lost their lives throughout this time of the COVID-19 pandemic. May its light offer comfort to the bereaved and hope in times of darkness. Our first reading is Prayer for Unfinished Business by Kelly Weissman. Dear great lathe of heaven, O foundry of souls, you churning, burning cosmos, which has wrought me on the infinite loom of your celestial body. Spinning stars and indifferent stones, hear my prayer. Do not curse me to perish with all my dreams fulfilled. Do not afflict me with a vision so narrow and a heart so small, that all my greatest hopes could be accomplished within a single lifetime. Rather, bless me with an unquiet spirit. Anoint me with impertinent oils. Grant me dreams so great and numerous that I may spend the fullness of my days to realize them and have ample remaining to leave to my inheritors. Holy Gaia that bore me and must one day take me home, allow me the mercy to depart this life with unfinished business. Our hymn today is a popular song from our purple hymnal, Sing Your Faith. It's called Spirit of Life. This version was first performed at the Anthems for Advent concert, which raised funds for musicians during the pandemic, organised by the Manchester Unitarians at Cross Street Chapel. The concert is still available. You just search for Anthems for Advent, Cross Street Chapel to view it. Now let's sing along with the Roundelay and Friends virtual choir, and you might even recognise a few familiar faces amongst the singers. Let's sing Spirit of Life.
Sing
Let us pray with a prayer by Kate Law. Great Spirit of life, as a new year begins, we turn inward to reflect about the state of our lives. What lessons have we learned in the past year? And which new ones now call us forward? To whom do we still owe an apology or expression of thanks? And with whom must we draw fresh boundaries? As we pause from our regular rhythms of rush, 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 we open ourselves to new perspectives and possibilities. We give thanks for these moments and for the wisdom they afford us. May they help bring us together in the sacred dynamics of life, so that we, as individuals and as members of this community, might reach our full potential. As we step across this threshold, let this new year be a year of greater awe and gratitude, of deeper kindness and acceptance, and more courageous acts of conviction, for a kinder, more equitable and sustainable world is not only possible, she is on her way. And in the quietness of this sacred community, we can ever hear her breathing. Amen. We all have unfinished business, things that we will be taking with us into this new year. I'm sure we can all think of things which didn't happen in 2020 as they were supposed to. Things left unfinished or perhaps not ever started. Maybe 2021 will be a sort of repeat year, a time to do all the things that we meant to do last year but didn't. But equally, I suggest that the impact of our experience last year will mean that a whole new set of possibilities will arise. Our experience of lockdowns and uncertainty allowed for more time, for some people at least, to rediscover old pastimes or to take up new ones. Will these new interests continue, becoming part of a new habit which we somewhat unexpectedly formed in 2020, I wonder? Katie Law asks, what lessons have we learned in the past year? And which new ones now call us forward? To whom do we still owe an apology or expression of thanks? And with whom must we draw fresh boundaries? I wonder how you might respond to these questions in the coming week as you reflect on the year gone by. Twelfth Night is marked in the Christian calendar this week. For some, this is symbolic of the coming of the Magi with their gifts of wisdom and foresight. For others, it marks the end of the 12 days of Christmas, a time for the festivities to cease, Christmas decorations to be put away, and minds to be turned to the future. This Christmas has been like no other, and so perhaps people can be forgiven for dumping their Christmas trees on Boxing Day, as I observed on the Heath recently. But we can also be grateful for the things we have in our lives, which we are still able to take pleasure in. Bless me with an unquiet spirit, writes Kelly Weissman. Grant me dreams so numerous, so great and numerous, that I might spend the fullness of my days to realize them, and have ample remaining to leave to my inheritors. This seems to me to be a good attitude to take with us into the new year. We know that the coming weeks and months ahead will not be easy, and the news each day appears increasingly grim. It is not the turning of a new page, the arrival of a new panacea, well, not yet at least. But there is hope that with these new vaccines, our lives will become easier again. We put our trust in the wisdom of the scientists and the medical staff to protect us, and we put our faith into the wisdom of the divine, in the hope that that which is beyond us and surrounds us will grant our unquiet spirits some cause to celebrate life in the year ahead. Let us now take part in a simple ritual for the new year, to release the past and make room for the future. For this, you'll need your 3 pieces of paper and something to write with. But don't worry if you don't have these to hand, you can still take part by thinking and reflecting during this ritual. Let us pause. Pause now at the beginning of a new year. It is an artificial beginning, of course, but still it is a good time to reflect. January is named for Janus, the god with 2 faces, who in ancient Roman belief was able to look back at the past and look forward at the future, the God of beginnings and transitions. Like Janus, let us gaze back at the past, over our past joys and sorrows, so that what we have experienced can guide us towards what is yet to be realized. Let us reflect for a moment on some of the things that have happened to us and our world in the past year. I invite you first to think of all the good things. What were you most proud of? What were your gains and accomplishments? And what were some of the special blessings of 2020 for you? Take some time now to consider those things for which you are most grateful, and write them down or use this time for silent reflection. These are the things to cherish in your heart. Think of a good place to keep this special piece of paper, in a diary or a favourite book, or a secret place which you can return to when you need to renew your hope. Now, don't all rush off to your safe place just yet. Let us move on to our next piece of paper. We come to this opening of 2021 also with regrets, events from the past year which we would like to forget, to put behind us. Disappointments, opportunities missed, losses, failures, unwelcome burdens, things that we want to let go of. Write these down on your second piece of paper, or enjoy some more moments of stillness. I invite you to choose your own way of letting these things go. You might want to burn this piece of paper in a fireproof bowl, or bury it in the garden, or make it into a paper aeroplane. Choose your method, whichever is most significant to you, in order to release the past, letting go of what you need to say goodbye to after the service. Finally, looking forward. I invite you now to write down your hopes and dreams, your wishes, and perhaps even a goal or intention for the coming year. And if you're not writing, this is your final moment of stillness and reflection. With this last piece of paper, setting your intentions for the future, you might like to find a prominent place to display it, so that you are reminded of these words often. Choose a fridge door, a mirror, or a notice board, somewhere that will help you to recall the commitment that you have made to yourself today. Now let us close this ritual with a final moment of prayer. Spirit of life and love, as we let go of the things which cause us anxiety, so that we are open to the spirit of new life, may we make room for all the good things which might come our way at the dawning of this new year. We know this year will bring both joys and concerns, just as years before are woven through with light and shade. But with every year we have new opportunities and possibilities to grow as human beings and as stewards of our planet. Let our commitment to living better be made manifest, not just in this moment, but in the moments to come. And although we can't claim to be perfect, we can at least hope to do our best, so that we become more of a blessing than a burden in this world. Blessed be, and Amen. As we look back on a year when our chapel choir have not been able to sing together face to face, and we look forward to the possibility of being together again, we end our service with a special performance by some of our choir members, a message of hope and a song of peace.